In this video, let's talk about why Nick is so important in Judy's life throughout the Zootopia franchise. Picture this: if Judy had never crossed paths with Nick, her whole story would have played out in a completely different way. She might have stayed stuck in her optimistic bubble, never truly growing as a person or as an officer. Nick is the key figure who challenges her entire worldview and pushes her to confront her own biases, those hidden prejudices she didn't even know she had. Judy comes from a small-town farm life, raised on dreams of making the world a better place. She always thought she had the right mindset about everything. In her eyes, the world was full of possibility, where predators and prey could live together peacefully, like a perfect fairy tale come to life. She believed in unity and harmony without question. But deep down, she carried prejudices, especially toward foxes like Nick, shaped by stories and stereotypes she grew up with. She never noticed them because they felt like common sense to her. Then there's Nick, a fox who's seen the harsh side of Zootopia firsthand. He's cynical from years of being hustled and discriminated against, but that cynicism comes from a realistic understanding of how things actually work in the city. People aren't always fair, trust is hard to come by, and biases run deep on both sides. Nick gives Judy this essential reality check, showing her that her fairy tale view doesn't hold up against everyday struggles. One of the most powerful examples is that tense moment at the press conference. Judy, under pressure, says some incredibly harsh things about predators, saying they're all savage and dangerous by nature.
For whatever reason, they seem to be reverting back to their primitive savage ways.
It's a clear display of her bias, the kind she always swore she didn't have. Her words hit Nick hard, especially since he trusted her enough to help with the case. That act almost ended their partnership for good and threatened to destroy Judy's career too. Nick's importance shines even brighter in how he responds afterward. He's not someone who holds a grudge forever, even when he's deeply hurt. Judy takes time to reflect, realizes she was wrong, and makes a real effort to apologize and change. Nick could have easily ignored her or cut her out of his life. He had every reason to. But he chooses forgiveness, giving her a second chance.
All right, get in here. Okay, oh, you bunnies. You're so emotional. There we go, deep breath.
This is huge because Judy had never found someone who pushed her to examine herself so honestly or who forgave her after such a painful mistake. Nick is the first one to do that in her life, and it marks a turning point. That's why he's really important for her growth in the first film. He makes her more aware of how the world really works, with its inequalities, stereotypes, and the need for real empathy. Without him, she might have remained naive, but together, they both evolve into stronger, wiser versions of themselves. In the second film, their relationship evolves even more, putting a spotlight on their contrasting differences. It really digs into how their personalities clash and the unique ways they approach problems. Judy never loses that intense determination she carried from day one. She's constantly striving to do what's right, chasing justice no matter the odds. Compared to the naive bunny she was at the very beginning of the franchise, she's transformed into a much better person, wiser, more self-aware, and committed to real change. That said, she shows a selfish side in this movie that creates tension. Judy often charges ahead without stopping to think about Nick's feelings or get his input. She assumes he'll go along with her ideas every time because they share the same goals, but that's not always true. Her optimism blinds her to risks, leading her to jump into dangerous situations impulsively. For instance, there are several scenes where she dives headfirst into trouble and Nick ends up having to pull her out of the fire, saving her life repeatedly. His street smarts and caution shine through, highlighting what she lacks in those moments. These clashes force Judy to confront a key lesson: she needs to truly value her partner's perspective. They aren't just colleagues, they're a team, which means decisions should come from both of them working together. It's not about her always taking the lead or dismissing Nick's ideas as unimportant. When she ignores him, it puts them both at risk and strains their trust. Throughout the film, these dynamics build to a powerful arc. Judy starts to see the error in her ways through their arguments and close calls. By the end, she grows tremendously. She learns that being a true team means considering each other's opinions before acting. They discuss plans, weigh risks together, and only move forward when they both agree. This shift strengthens their bond and makes them unstoppable. Nick's role here underscores why he's irreplaceable. He's the only one who's believed in Judy without hesitation right from their rocky start.
I only take what you say personally because you're the only one in my life who ever believed in me, even when I don't even believe in myself. And I should have told you that. No one else in the world matters to me more than you do either.
Through her biases, her press conference blunder, and now her impulsiveness, he's stuck by her side. That constant support is vital to her growth across the entire franchise. Without Nick, Judy might still be that wide-eyed dreamer from the farm, determined, yes, but isolated, overly trusting, and without the teamwork savvy or grounded worldview he's helped her develop.
Love you, partner. But I am still me, so I'm only saying it once a decade. Love you, partner. Oh, I'm gonna need that back.